Hey, what's up guys, this is Control playing a game against StrifeCro. I'm actually off stream right now, but yeah, I just queued into him, so I figured I'd record it. So right off the bat, I like Blood to Ichor going second, and yeah, we're gonna keep the fiery 1-axe like usual. I think he is playing Reno Lock right now, but Blood to Ichor does still deal with Argent Squire. And yeah, the hand's not looking phenomenal, but we do have the 1-axe, so that's great. Gonna pass turn 1. Yeah, so turn 2 tap, so that just reinforces that he is playing Reno Lock, of course. Okay. So, I think I like equipping War Axe. Reno Lock is a deck that does have a lot of room to fit in Acidic Swampus, so I could get punished by that really easily. But, I think I'm feeling confident, just because of the way that we're going to curve out. It's looking like next turn we're going to want to coin out the Twilight Guardian. Then turn 4, probably double Blood to Ichor. Actually, in that case, maybe it's better to just armor up here. Because on turn 4, we're only going to be using 2 mana already. And the War Axe really only helps. Well, it's not good against Imp Gang Boss. So I guess we'll hero power here. Pass. See how it goes. Usually I like to play a lot more aggressively. But our hand doesn't really support that line of play right now. So I think I'm okay doing this. Yeah, coin out the Twilight Guardian here. It is kind of unfortunate we've had such a slow start against a heavy control deck like this. But I think it's alright. So he most likely will have something like a Twilight Drake or something. Just some sort of a turn 4 play. Yeah, Bender's another one as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and double Blood's Ichor War Axe it, I'm pretty sure. I think I prefer that over going in with the Korkron. It deals with it. And if he has a Hellfire, he'll probably use it. Well, maybe not, just because it doesn't clear our board actually. So it's not phenomenal, but that's a pretty dirty turn from us. Deal with his turn 4 play, summon a 4/4, and develop a weapon. I think it's pretty good. So going into turn 5, actually it's kind of interesting. Reno Lock actually doesn't have very many good turn 5 plays right now. So a lot of them are stuck playing the Corrupted Heal bot. So the 5 mana 6/6 restore 8 health to your opponent. And that's about it on the curve there. They have a lot of good 4 drops, a lot of good 6 drops, but you know, with standard coming in, they lose cards like Sludge Belcher and Antique Healbot. So they don't have too many good options on 5. And yeah, here we're actually looking like we're in a very good spot. This board is quite awkward to deal with if you're StrifeCro. I really don't know what he wants to do here. He doesn't have a board, so he can't Shadow Flame. Demon Wrath into what? Peddler, that seems fine. Yeah, that was a fast pick, huh? Okay. Gonna go for the Blackwing Corruptor. It's very strong on curve, and I'm not gonna swing with the weapon. Seeing Ragnaros here also is very, very good. Yeah, it's phenomenal. We really want our late game minions to curve out with so we can punish him before he can get Reno off. With this deck, I'm really looking to have a board that's big enough to... Oh, that's awkward. Okay, what do we do now? I think we have to trade both in. Really is unfortunate, but Sylvanas is just very strong here. So, yeah, I don't really see another play here. We could play Korkron and go face as well. That might work. It might actually be our best line of play here. We have 2 finishers. Unfortunately, we don't have an activator for Grom. But if we go face, he has to be able to Shadow Flame his own Sylvanas or something to clear the board. And even if he does do that, we can just follow up with Draconoid Crusher next turn. A 9/9 Draconoid Crusher too. So I think I like just playing Korkron and hero powering and then going all face. Just because, you know, we're falling so far behind if we're going to clear that. Yeah, so we're just going to hero power here. Then we're going to follow up with most likely Draconoid Crusher into Rag. Yeah. If we draw like Alexstrasza's Champion or something, we'll probably want to use that with Blackwing Corruptor over Draconoid Crusher. Yeah, if he doesn't have a good AoE removal here, he's going to go ahead and Reno most likely, if he does have that. But really what we're looking to do against Reno Lock is force him to have awkward turns And in this position, he really can't use a board clear and use Reno. And we really don't want to let him do both of those things in one turn. We really want to force him to either use Reno or use an AoE clear. Just because if he gets both off, then he's probably going to win the game. But here we'll see what he does. Yeah, so you can't coin out. Yeah, so he's going to Shadow Flame most likely with that hover. If he got Soulfire off a Peddler, he could Soulfire and then trade into our 3-4 as well. And then if he gets the Korkron, he can clear a board that way. Should be kind of interesting. It'd be a funny play. A good one. Okay, so Shadow Bolt's good. Steal the Korkron, then go face. I like that. Thankfully, we do have good follow-up with Blackwing Corruptor here. And I almost do like that a little bit more than Draconite Crusher. But we'll see what 4-drop he plays here. Oh, Ooze is pretty good, yeah. So we get punished for not swinging. Definitely a good turn from him. Yeah, so I think we just go for the Blackwing Corruptor. Clears 4-3, Fiery War Axe, and kill the 1-3. And yeah, that was definitely the best top deck with the second War Axe there. By far the best top deck. So we got a little bit lucky there. And I think if we didn't have that, our turn would be a lot more awkward. We were forced to top deck the Fiery War Axe, or Alex was his champion there, really. So yeah, we don't get punished there. And then if he doesn't have Reno here, then we're in a good spot. I do not believe this card will stick, but if it does, then we can go ahead and get some value with Rag. Yeah, unfortunately, even if it doesn't stick, then Rag still can't kill him, even if we do use the War Axe face. Just because he's a 12 and we only have 11 damage combined. And I don't run Inner Range in my deck, actually. And I will have a link to the deck list in the description. I'll probably just link my Twitter and post it there. But, yeah, so I don't run Inner Range in this deck. The deck is a little bit greedy. And it's not refined. It's just the list that I thought would be good with the cards that I wanted to play. And today I've only played about 15 games or so with it. And I played a little bit in the last day of last season. Yeah, we're just messing around with it right now. And this deck really is as strong as people say it is. It is just ridiculously broken. Today So it's not like I play this deck very often. I played it one time before last month. The very last day of the season. Climbed up to about rank 300. And then dropped with some other decks. But today, after not playing it too much, I am already 10-3. It's pretty insane. Okay. So, Infested Tauren comes out. Do we like swing, go face Rag? I don't like Draconite Crusher that much, honestly. Maybe I do. It's actually probably better for this to get Siphon Souled than either of these. So if we swing, go face, Draconite Crusher. It doesn't set up lethal because he'll clear the board. So we'll just do what we know is going to happen. We know this is going to happen for sure. No matter what, that's going to happen. So he has 8 power on board, right? So this gets cleared with the Mortal Coil. Although its Siphon Soul is going to come out. And that's really the reason why we're playing this card here. So it does get Siphon Souled, so then Rag or Grom will stick. So I think we're going to do this. Go face, Hero Power. If we do draw an activator for Grom, which we actually don't have, we've used both Blood Tickers on an earlier turn if I do remember correctly. So we don't have an easy activator, we need to get like a Slam or something. Yeah, we only run 1 copy of Slam, so Slam will be our activator for Grom here. Yeah, so Siphon Soul comes up, perfectly fine with that. Okay. I think I like Grom trade. Siphon Souls come out. I really don't want Bran to live, is my logic behind trading with Grom. Yeah. Again, I'm not too sure what his list looks like, so I'm not sure what battle cries I should really be afraid of. But I think that's perfectly fine. One thing I do know is this isn't his off list. Again, guaranteed by seeing the Infested Tauren, you would never run that card unless you were playing in his off list. So that may come out. It'd be pretty good on turn 10, just because again he does have the taunt there. And then he gets Sylvanas back as well. He might be looking for a little bit more value off of the card than that though. And then if he does play in his Zoth, then again we're looking at Deathwing. Not that we can do that into Sylvanas though. So yeah, Sylvanas does end up punishing us quite a bit actually. And makes our game plan a little bit tougher to execute. So his hand might be complete garbage right now and he might have to tap, is what he may be thinking about. Maybe a potential twisting nether. It's hard predicting Reno Lock just simply because there's so many flexible card options, so it's hard to understand, one, what your opponent's playing, and two, what decision they'll make because there's so many different cards. Yeah, so then N'Zoth comes out. That's perfectly fine with me. Okay, Fairy Dragon's not really what we want to see here. So he has 15 damage on board. He'll have 15 damage on board no matter what we do. So now we're in a pretty bad spot here, guys. So we can go ahead and trade with our Grom, which is going to have to happen no matter what. Then we can Fairy Dragon Rag. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we don't want to Rag. Maybe Draconite Crusher is just better. If he seals our Rag, if we play Rag and then we hit Sylvanas and he seals our Grom, we lose. Actually, if he seals our Grom at all, we lose, right? Yeah. So we have to play Crusher, Fairy Dragon, Hero Power. I think he can set it up so he steals our, or he has a 50-50 for our Grom. Gonna go for this. Not really in a good spot here though, guys. So even though we had a really strong mid game with our coin Twilight Guardian into the power play with the Fiery Winax into Double Blood to Ichor, and then followed that up with Blackwing Corruptors, and then even Draconite Crusher. Oh, so does he have Leroy or something? So, oh, okay, Soulfire. Okay, good game to StrifeCro. So an unfortunate loss, but it's all good. It's a fun game. 617, not bad. Maybe he'll get top 100. Yeah, good game. Thanks for watching.